We would like to thank our sponsors, Getaway Today. Use Getaway Today for all of your vacation planning needs. You'll get exclusive perks, great discounts, and the best customer service. Most importantly, their services are always free and easy, from experienced and passionate agents who love to make your vacation dreams come true. Head on over to getawaytoday.com from the link in our show notes to see their exclusive deals, and you can call 855-GET-AWAY and let them know Walt's Apartment sent you to start planning your next vacation today.
There was an idea. The idea was to bring together a group of remarkable people, see if they could become something more.
I have an army.
We have a Hulk.
This is the Marvel Tribe, brought to you by Walt's Apartment Podcast and the DisInsider.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Marvel Tribe. We're a group of excited and passionate individuals who have come together to share our love of all things Marvel. We are brought to you by Walt's Apartment Podcast on DisInsider.com. My name is Shawn, and I'm joined by this amazing group of Marvel nerds. From the big screen to the small print, feel the pulse in your chest so you know you're alive. One team, one love. It's
The Marvel Tribe.
Marvel Tribe.
Yeah, Marvel Tribe. Yes. How we doing tonight, guys?
Good. Never been better.
Never been better. Perfect. Sam, how are you?
I mean, I've been better, but I'm pretty good.
Okay, perfect. All right. Mr. Van Hook, how are you, sir? Good to see you.
Fantastic. I mean, it's Sunday, right? Yeah, it's one of those
It is
days,
Sunday
yeah.
night. Yes, sir.
I'm grooving, chilling.
Perfect. Nice. Bill, how are you? How was your trip this weekend? Had a good time this weekend? Just visiting some friends in beautiful Wisconsin?
Well, kind of. We went to my buddy got the naming rights to a stadium.
That's pretty cool.
we came up with a name. We called it the Bob.
Okay.
I had a T-shirt designed with the Bob, and we went. We had a whole lot of fun at the game. Made a whole lot of friends. I ran into people the rest of the weekend who recognized me from the baseball game.
That big of a town?
He has a new nickname.
Had people buying us drinks.
You have a new nickname?
Yeah, it's are you the knock guy? That's how I know, because I like to just have fun and be stupid.
Nothing wrong with that.
And when I heckle, I just try to get in folks' heads. So for every opposing batter that came up, I would just start going, "Hey, so and so, knock." And then, obviously, they wouldn't respond. I'd be like, "I know you can hear me. Knock." And that just went on throughout the game.
Nice.
And we had a good time.
Good deal. Mr. Disney done differently. Chris Alardi, how are you, sir?
Just like Spider-Man, amazing.
Perfect. And you were on a show yesterday, weren't you? On another live stream. What was it?
Now That's Disney with David Pucciano.
Okay.
Yeah, he had put out a challenge of making the Bad Batch of cookies for the new Star Wars show.
Mm-hmm.
And a challenge was accepted. I made a video, and he returned by asking me to come on the show and discuss it.
Nice. And if you don't know about Chris's Disney food channel, it's called Disney Done Differently on YouTube. Make sure you check it out. He is also the food correspondent for the Airbnb Disney podcast, which Bill is the co-host of with our friend Barry. Right? Now we got all that going. We got all that going. Sam, how's Disology? Then we're going to move on. Perfect. Live stream this Tuesday night?
Yes, we're talking about our book club.
Is the author going to be on there? I know you were.
I'm not sure. She's got some things going on, so we're trying, but.
Okay, cool. Make sure you check out Disology Podcast. Check out all of our podcasts. We'll talk about them at the end of the show, but let's get into some Marvel talk. We are going to talk about some the rest of the movies that we were talking about last week, they're coming out over the next couple years. We are also going to talk about some crazy things, stupid things, silly things that actually happen in the actual comic books. Sam, David, and Chris have some different things they want to share there. Because me and Bill, I've never read a comic book. I don't know if you have, Bill, if you read some.
I've read comic books, but not anywhere near as intensely as the others have.
And then we're going to play probably a game. I'd say we're going to recast the original Avengers and Nick Fury. So we're going to give our thoughts of who we think could take those roles on. Say that we had to recast the whole cast, and we'll go from there. So let's get into it. Let's have some Marvel fun. We ended with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness last week for our movie we're talking about. So next one coming out in May 6th, which is my grandson Cashton's birthday next year, is Thor: Love and Thunder, which being a guy that's watched almost all the Marvel movies now, I'm looking forward to this, and I'm going to understand it. So Sam, what are your thoughts? Thor: Love and Thunder. Jane is going to become the female version of Thor, I'm understanding. Yeah. So what are your thoughts?
I will take all the girl power that they're going to give me. Anytime we can get a woman in a superhero role, I'm going to go for it. So yeah, I want to see it.
Okay, cool. David, what do you think?
Well, I can't wait for it. It's going to introduce us to a whole tier of gods and people who kill gods. So this is going to be a good one. It's going to help blow up the universe. So
it's going to be, I know Russell Crowe is playing Zeus. Yes? He's going to be playing Zeus. Christian Bale, who is he going to be playing? He's going to be the villain, correct? Anyone have an idea who he's going to be?
I can't remember his name. It's something the God Killer. And I can't remember his character's name. But he's a baddie.
It's Batman.
It's in his title what he does and stuff, and he does very, very well. He's an amazing warrior, and he destroys and takes down gods and stuff that roam in the universe. So
cool, right on. Chris, what do you think? Thoughts on Thor: Love and Thunder? Excited for it?
Going into this one, hoping for it to be different. I enjoyed Thor Ragnarok, and I think this one's going to be a little more darker, a little more serious, and we get to see someone else take the mantle. So that's always something different.
So is it Taika Waititi? Is he doing this movie? Do we know that for sure? Is he?
Yes,
is he doing this one too?
He's reprising. Yeah.
And,
so he's probably
Christian Bale is playing Gore the God.
Thank you.
Butcher. Gore the God Butcher.
Damn, that sounds intense.
It does.
Bill, what do you think? Are you looking forward to this one?
Yes. The humor that we had in Ragnarok was pretty outstanding. And I think that it will be nice to see that continue down that way. Some of the cameos that we've heard about, like Melissa McCarthy and all of the folks playing family, just sounds like it's going to be pretty amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Go ahead. No, I'm fine. Go ahead.
No, I insist.
No, I was just gonna say I've been watching all the movies. I'm almost I'm doing Ant-Man and Wasp tonight and watching Thor Ragnarok. I've only seen it once until I just watched it a couple days ago. And watching the other Thor movies before that, understanding what the Bifrost is and understanding who Heimdall really is, it actually makes a whole hell of a lot more sense to watch him. I'm like, okay, cool. I get it. I got it. Okay, cool. But I didn't mean to cut you off, Bill. Go ahead, sir.
No, it's fine. Honestly, I don't remember. So
okay,
we'll just move on.
I have a feeling they're going to Christian Bale's character. They're going to kind of play up how they did with Thanos, or what they tend to do with most villains and stuff, like whether it's Killmonger, they come from a more understandable origin from them, and like with him, at least I'm my understanding in the comics, that his planet went through famine and everything else, and they chose to worship the gods, which ended up inadvertently wiping out everyone versus in faith in technology and everything else to try to solve their own problems and stuff. And so he has a strong distaste for gods to the point where he, and I'm not sure about the storyline, so I don't want to butcher it, trying to recall what's happening, but he became a huge powerful being and able to destroy gods. I mean, that was his life mission, was to destroy gods and stuff, and he's doing it pretty handily. So I'm excited to see this film. So.
Okay, perfect. Next movie coming out July 8th, 2022. A lot of talk around this movie. I think they're just getting ready to start filming right now in Atlanta. Ryan Coogler returning as director for Wakanda Forever, the basic Black Panther 2. Right? Oh. A lot of people don't know what's going to happen with this movie, what the story is going to be. You've seen so many different kind of ideas, thoughts, some bad websites that say this is going to happen, some other ones that say this is going to happen. So,
and then there's Sam.
And then there's Sam who buys into all of it if it features Namor at all.
Except for the bad news that came out yesterday.
Yeah. They're going to drown Namor within the first time.
I wish that was easier, but no, they actually cut the budget of this movie.
Really?
Yeah, it was mentioned during the investors quarterly talk, and Wakanda Forever actually got a budget cut. Now I don't know if that affects CGI, but a couple of movies are being affected by the budget cut.
Oh dang!
Yeah, $39 million in the second quarter of the year or third quarter of the year kind of affects things. But
and then you lose $900 million just in the parks for quarter two. So
yeah,
I mean
thanks parks.
Oh yeah, like it's their fault.
No, but it's not just this movie that it's going to affect, but it's going to affect the whole thing.
Yeah,
but go ahead,
sure.
let's go into Wakanda Forever.
Why don't you talk about it? You sound kind of like you're upset about it. What are you excited for it?
I'm upset. I'm not upset. I mean, I'm upset if they're going to be cut. Why I'm upset? Look what happened to what I didn't like about Captain America and Winter Soldier. Caught that? I didn't say Falcon.
Okay.
But how things affected that, and it's. I never want to think about what was left on the table, what was possible. I don't think it's going to affect the storyline so much, but it'll affect maybe effects, and CGI stuff that we might not get to see. And I think there's a lot of pressure on this movie because
there is
because of who's going to take the mantle. A friend of mine just yesterday said to me, he goes, "What if Doctor Strange Multiverse turns it back and Killmonger is now has to be the leader?" Oh. And I was like, "Well, I don't like him, and I don't want that."
my initial thought was that Killmonger got his burial at sea, and Namor was going to use him to conquer Wakanda.
I actually like that storyline.
Not sure if that's going to be the case. I am 100% like we're going to get Namor. If we don't, I'm.
Would Shuri be the one to use the water wings? Would she blow up Namor's water wings? So he's got his little floaties.
She would be the one who could.
Okay, but here's the thing. The only person who deserves the mantle is Shuri. Like right now, the only person I think.
Not at all.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
Not yet.
She's too young.
So here's the thing that, and this is coming out. I hate this. I do this all the time. I tell people separate the comic from what goes on in the MCU. But the fact is, Shuri, not T'Challa, was actually the best Black Panther of them all in the comic books and stuff. And two, it's because she actually earned her way to it. Her story arc is long and vast, just like T'Challa, and she did a lot of stuff. In the movie, they made her this immature jokester kid who's amazing in tech, and they highlighted her brilliance, but she still was a child, not a ruler of the Wakanda. It would be, I'm going to be honest, it would be a joke at this point to try to speed all that up to give her the mantle versus doing it the right way. So I'm not a fan. I want her to have the mantle at some point because we can
that
see
makes
some
sense.
amazing stuff. but it's not ready. They didn't put the character built into it yet. So.
They haven't. No, and that's a very good point, is because like I think of the comics and then I don't. It is.
She's awesome.
In the MCU, she's not. You're right. She's not ready. Obviously, they're gonna have T'Challa not be around anymore, so maybe that's going to force her to grow up. So maybe the next one.
What do you think,
have him
Phil?
going this honeymoon. He marries Storm, and he's on honeymoon. That's where Black Panther 2 takes place. We don't see him.
Maybe in time for the television series.
True. What do you think, Bill? Looking forward to this one?
Yes, of course. You talk about the stakes being high with this movie, and they are for a lot of reasons. But of one thing that we've seen, Marvel has always tended to get us to that point. They never let us down.
Yeah,
At least yet.
For sure. I'm kind of wondering. It's called Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, but the movie is titled Wakanda Forever. Maybe they don't introduce who the Black Panther is till like Bill said, maybe the very end to go into the TV shows. I don't know, but maybe
Namor is going to come and try and conquer Wakanda for the Atlanteans.
It's possible, and we never really did see Killmonger die. They were standing there together. So, I mean,
so do you guys really not think we're going to get Namor?
I could care less.
My vote is we will probably get Namor. He makes sense for a lot of different movie storylines and stuff to be introduced, and it would be best for him to be introduced in the Black Panther realm. So we'll probably get Namor
For the comic book. Go ahead, Bill.
Go ahead. No, I was going to say I read an article today, I believe, with the proposed way that they're going to bring back the villains from in the Spider-Man franchise, and if that's true, not saying how, but if that's true, they could do the same thing for Killmonger. So no one is dead. Really,
so you're saying no to Namor?
So
I'm saying that I'm with Chris, and honestly, I don't care.
For the storyline with the comics and Atlantis, yes. For merchandising and for little kids to look up to, no shot. He's a villain.
He's a bad guy. He's an anti-hero.
But people don't look at him as that because
no, they don't. They romanticize him.
Yes.
What are you trying to say?
Well, they do. I mean, I hate to say this, but it's in large part because of DC Aquaman. They're expecting that someone who is going to be similar or replacing their love over in the DC universe. So they may not get that.
Yeah, I don't really have a dog in this fight, but I know how Sam is so excited for this, so I'm rooting for her to get her Namor because I don't care either way because I don't know even who he is. I think he looks like Jason Momoa, right? That's the idea. He looks like Aquaman, right?
No, Aquaman doesn't even look like Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look at the Funko Pop that Sam has, and tell me that looks just like
Jason Momoa.
Okay, no, it doesn't at all.
It looks like Eddie Munster.
It does.
It looks like a combination Eddie Munster and Freddie Mercury.
Jesus. Okay.
We are the
okay. Well, like I said,
my friend.
Sam, I hope you get Namor. So
thanks, silly.
You're welcome.
Does.
Since we mentioned Shuri real quick, I don't remember, David, if we spoke in a chat or it was the last episode. I do eventually want to have the conversation of Shuri versus Hank Pym.
Oh, yes.
Who's smarter? We don't have to have that now, but maybe next week that could be a topic.
for sure.
Let's score that for next. Yeah, we'll do a versus, and okay.
So do you?
I actually like that.
Do one of you think that Hank Pym is smarter?
Chris?
I do.
Okay, and David, you think that Shuri
is smarter, yes.
Then there's the battle right there. David versus Chris next week, debate style. They will debate on
live
how
on pay-per-view. Catch
there
us
you
on
go.
Thriller.
We'll debate next week on who's smarter, Hank Pym, which is pretty damn smart after watching watching Ant-Man. But Shuri's pretty damn smart too. But yeah, so we will do that next week.
Bill is a great debate host.
Oh,
is he a master debater host? I had to do it.
As a matter of fact.
An ambidextrous master debater.
He can go both ways.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, me and Sam will watch Bill be the master debater and watch David and Sam.
Oh no.
battle.
Oh no.
All right. Tune in next week. Okay.
Yeah.
Next
you don't want to miss the master debating.
God, I love all of us so much. Next movie coming out in November of 2022.
This ain't even a show. This is just a hangout.
Yeah. I love you all. So, next 11, the Marvels coming out 11/11/2022. This was it's basically Captain Marvel 2. But now it's been changed to the Marvels, as we discussed on Walt's apartment on, I believe, Wednesday night, that this could still be a working title that could be changed a few more times before then, because they don't want to release any kind of storylines. So,
but
Chris,
I think that the logo itself.
Sticks.
You think it does stick?
Yeah, I do too.
I think it sticks, but I think the logo itself kind of gives a bit away there. You've got the S from Ms. Marvel.
Yep.
You've got inside the A there. You've got Monica Rambeau's
Photon logo
signature.
And you've got the font from the original Captain Marvel. So I think that right there you can deduce that it's going to
and right
involve all
where
three of
the
them.
2022, you see the O there's there's Mephisto's eyeball
Mm-hmm.
right there.
There it is. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Who's excited for this movie?
Me.
Okay. Girl power, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, I want more Photon.
Okay.
So it is best for a podcast if I just raise my hand when you ask who's excited, right?
All right.
Because
because all of our listeners can see that. Bill, why are you excited for it?
I want to see the beef. Go ahead. Sorry, go Bill.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I want to see how all of this unfolds. The story that they hinted to in WandaVision between Monica and Captain America. I want to see what's up with that. I want to see that aspect of it. I want to see Monica reach her full potential with the powers. There's a lot to look forward to there. I'm here for it.
Absolutely. David, how about you?
I couldn't say it better, Bill. I'm definitely here for it.
Right,
I want to see what the issue with her and her aunt. I mean, we got introduced to a little bit of that there's some family beef going on. And,
hey auntie.
Yeah, I'm really I don't know. I know some people aren't, but I'm excited for Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, and I can't wait to kind of see her play out on the big screen and see what that looks like and stuff. I know my kid is. I'm excited because it's the first character my kid got introduced to. It's a newer character, and so I'm like, here we go, new generation of Marvel fandom. So.
Yeah, I kind of started when we started the D-cast. Is the first thing we all went and saw together was Captain Marvel, and that kind of got me. I mean, I've seen Iron Man in the past and stuff, but I'm like, this is good stuff, And I think Captain Marvel's cool. She's, I thought it was a good movie. A lot of people didn't think it was a good movie. I thought it was good.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
Chris, are you looking forward to this?
I'm looking forward to Captain Marvel to lose her powers because that is a storyline, and it happens. She's realizes that she's not.
Spoiler alert.
Well, she's not the one, and these other characters get to move ahead, and we're definitely have to. If they don't show me scrolls in like a long period of this movie, I'll be very disappointed because, I mean, that's how we left off with Monica Rambeau.
Yeah,
right. A scroll talking to us, telling her, they want you upstairs or whatever. When
Captain Marvel left off like that too, didn't it? With Skrulls?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I absolutely think that we're gonna see that. I know what Skrulls are now too, so I'm so excited. Okay, let's move on to the next movie. Go ahead. Sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, seeing it in WandaVision.
You didn't raise your hand, so I wasn't sure. So
yeah, that's my bad. I am really good at mixed signals.
It's all good.
So yeah. But yeah, just what we saw in WandaVision.
Yeah.
With the Skrulls as well. That's another aspect that I think we're going to see play out.
So we're going into 2023, February 17th, 2023, Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantum Mania. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe I'll learn more about that after watching the next movie I'm going to watch. So maybe I'll understand that more. But I really enjoyed Ant-Man. I didn't think I would. So I'm looking forward to watching the other one tonight. So I'm looking forward to seeing this too. I like the characters. I like the people in it. So go around the room here. What are you guys' thoughts on Quantum Mania? Chris?
Oh, very excited for it. I believe I think I put it in our chat today. Spider-Man and Ant-Man are going to be the launch of this next Avengers group.
You can kind of see that. We discussed that. We were talking about Avengers Campus. So absolutely.
So I think that, and then I think people forget that if it wasn't for a mouse, a rat, but a mouse, to bring Ant-Man back, we don't know where we'd be. If you didn't see that part of the movie, Shawn, I'm sorry. But right? I mean, the whole the van and the whole scene with that. I mean, that really.
Yeah. All right, yes.
It all started with a mouse.
It all started with the mouse.
Yep. It's always a mouse.
It was a nod to Disney. Yeah, we know what you did.
Bill, what do you think? Excited for this one?
Oh, definitely. I'm a huge Paul Rudd fan.
Yeah. Yep.
So, anything that he's in, I am amused by. I want to see it. I want to see them bring Jimmy Woo into Quantum Mania, and there would be a nice place for Darcy in that as well. Given her expertise, so we can see that story continue. There's a whole lot to look forward to in that one.
Okay. Sam, how about you? What do you think?
I agree about Paul Rudd being super entertaining. So it's like an automatic. Yes, this is going to be funny. King the Conqueror storyline. I want to be able to see how they're gonna do that, because I don't know. What do you think, Bill? Are you raising your hand?
No, I just saw Chris kind of do that, so I waved back to him as all that happened there.
David,
and I feel like sorry, I was gonna say I feel like it, they could tie up a lot of loose ends in this film and introduce or play out some more storylines, start some more storylines, some more origin stories, I think.
Okay. David, how about you, buddy?
So I'm a huge fan of Paul Rudd, but I'm gonna get some hate on this one. I would have cast him differently, as other than Ant-Man, actually. And I'm only saying this because when we're in a decast, I actually picked the person I wanted to play Ant-Man, and I thought he would be perfect casting, like Tony Stark was and stuff. And I got nothing. I had no rumors, no nothing. For those who wants to know, it was Jason Bateman. I thought he would be the perfect cast for. I mean, the personality on the comic. Every time I read the comic book, I'm like, yeah, that's Jason. That's totally Jason Bateman. But nothing against Paul Rudd. I love that dude. That dude's a vampire. He doesn't age. I've been a fan of his since Clueless. For that kind of dates me, I guess, and stuff, and everything else he's been in, he's just been amazing and stuff. But I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see more of a role with the Wasp, and like Bill said, Jimmy Woo. I really want to see him peppered throughout the next phases of the Marvel universe and stuff. So, and Darcy, absolutely. Yeah, so
for sure. All right, perfect. Last one. I got everyone there, right? We got everyone.
What about you?
Yeah.
I said I'm excited. I'm excited. Like I said, after seeing Ant-Man, I'm looking forward to watching the one tonight. And then, I'm like I said, watching all this stuff. And I'm going to take a quick sidebar real quick. Doctor Strange, I didn't really care for Doctor Strange, not the movie, but the character, until I watched this movie. And that's probably one of the best Marvel movies I've seen was Doctor Strange the other night. I'm blown away by that. It was such a good movie. Big fan of Doctor Strange now. So it all makes sense now. A lot of it makes sense to me, and it's just I'm so excited about that.
There's a lot of hidden stuff in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's not just a one watch.
I absolutely agree. I'm gonna need to go back and watch it again for sure. But I'm just like watching, like, holy shit, this is crazy. Oh no, I get that, and just it's crazy stuff. So, okay, so last movie coming out May 5th, 2023, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Not a lot known about this movie. I watched the other ones, so they're great. I'm looking forward to this. They have a great cast. Rumor, I think they said that possibly Hemsworth would be in this with them as well, which would be great. So, Bill, you excited for Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
Yes, very much so. And if you bring that logo back up there, do you see Drax there?
Yep. I was going to ask you guys if you thought that was true.
Yeah,
you guys,
Drax.
You guys buy into that in each one of the logos? They actually show in the logo who's going to die in the movie.
Oh, I didn't know it was death.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't
technically, I guess technically in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Groot technically died, and it was Groot's colors and the logo. And 2, it was, I cannot think of his name right now, but the guy with the whistle with the Mary Poppins. What's his name? What's his name?
Mary Poppins, y'all.
What's his name? Okay, you know what I'm talking about. That guy.
Yeah.
He dies in that one, right? So, and then they're saying that I've read a couple of things saying that this one is saying that it's Groot. Not Groot, but Drax.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've read stuff about Dave Bautista, has not been a real big fan of stuff since.
He's not really talked all that hot about the director.
Well, it's James Gunn, right?
No, he's a fan.
He's a fan of James Gunn. He was mad when James.
Was it the other way around?
It was the other way around. He was not happy that they took him off of it.
He was not happy with Marvel Studio that they let him go so quick without
and made it very clear and to everyone that he was not happy about that.
Yeah.
Sam, thoughts? Guardians Galaxy 3.
I don't know enough about what it's going to be to really give an opinion.
Same kind of idea. Chris.
Guardians has always been the secret one that pops out, and I'm like, this movie was amazing. When I saw the first one, I was blown away.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna have an amazing soundtrack again. That's gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
and I think this is gonna show us a couple of new characters that they use Guardians to bring in, the Collector, and then that was bled over into Thor. So I think we're gonna see a little more of something like that. But who knows?
Right. Bill, how about you, bud?
I'm with Sam that I don't know enough about it. There's going to be way too much that unfolds in all of the other movies, I think, before we get to see what Guardians 3 is going to be about. So it's am I looking forward to it? Yes, but I don't really have any cool insight to it. Okay. And a side note on that, I have a very hard time trying to figure out how the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special is going to be anything but awful. I want to be wrong about that, but I just,
yeah. Well, the Star Wars one was.
I know, that's what I mean.
The Ewoks?
No, then we get
the original
Star family. Wars. Right, Chewbacca and the little kids.
Had Art Carney and B. Arthur. You need to, if you haven't looked this up on YouTube, you need to look up the Star Wars Christmas special. It is so bad.
David, what do you think, bud?
Well, let me just chime in. I think Marvel every once in a great moon has to produce it's like you have to sacrifice something to the gods to continue to produce great stuff. And the Christmas special might be that sacrifice. That's all I'll say to that. But that said, Guardians 3, it is Yondu is the Mary Poppins character that sacrificed.
Yondu, okay, that's it. Perfect.
But I have no real big expectations. I think it's going to be good. I like some of the chemistry, but I know it's changing. I really like to see, Thor as a part of that. The Asgardians of the galaxy. I like the dynamic between Thor and Star-Lord, and Thor. I actually like the dynamic between Thor and Rocket. I love that, and so, but who knows what we'll get. So I don't really have any high expectations. I'm going in blind faith that it's going to be a good movie. So,
yep.
Okay, perfect. So those are the movies coming out through 2023 that we know of so far. Looking forward to all of them. I'm hoping that they can maybe get Deadpool in there somewhere, because I know that they're working on a Deadpool 3. I'm hoping they can put that in there somewhere. Nothing's been announced yet, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So that's what's coming out. We'll talk about them as they come up and break them down after we see them. But want to get into our next topic here, which is we'll just say the way we talked about it in the crazy shit that happens in the comic books, not the MCU, but the actual comic books. So Sam, David, and Chris have each picked out a storyline from the comic books that they're just going to kind of throw out there and say that how crazy they were. Who wants to go first?
I will.
Ladies? Okay, go ahead.
let's do it.
Of course,
Okay.
You're going to do that one first.
Yeah, so we're talking some real weird stuff, guys. In the comics, there are some storylines where Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver's relationship is not your typical sibling love. They have an incestuous relationship. So there's a comic line that is the Ultimate Universe. And basically it was created because there were some things that they wanted to do, but they were kind of out of like the normal scope of what would have been perceived appropriate. So they said, okay, let's have it happen in the Ultimate Universe. And they had the Ultimates instead of the Avengers, and Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were brought into that universe. The first kind of encounter where you see that maybe their relationship isn't super siblingly, Cap comes to them and asks if Wanda could wear a more modest costume, and that triggers Quicksilver, and he threatens Steve.
No, geez.
And Wasp actually tells Steve, well, it's because he loves her and not in the way that siblings should love each other. Shortly after that, Wanda is killed, or Scarlet Witch is killed. But then she's brought back somehow. I don't know. It's weird. And then we get a scene of them, and it is very, very intimate.
Oof.
So possibly Wanda's worst relationship was with her brother.
Damn.
That's how we got the name Quicksilver. That's what I heard anyway. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
That's
possibly. That's possibly. Well, thanks, Sam, for trying to change my image of Wanda. It didn't work yet, but I mean, you put some dent in it for sure. Thanks a lot.
Always
Chris,
happy to help.
Oh, I appreciate it. And I'm rooting for Namor for you. Come on, Chris. How about you, buddy?
So in 2011, a comic book series came out, and Marvel likes to do this, and they use Deadpool to wipe out everybody in the in Marvel universe. He goes on a complete killing spree. He was corrupted by the villains to turn on the heroes. He wiped out most of the heroes by even taking people to the ocean and using Medusa's head to turn them to stone. The Avengers are all killed, and he teams up with nobody else but Ultron. Now that leads into Ultron's taking care of people. He bonds with Venom, and with Venom, by using air horns, is able to separate Venom from Brock, and takes Venom to kill Spider-Man. As Spider-Man's now dead, he uses a broken time machine and he kills the original timeline of the X-Men. From that, now who else is left? He takes control. So now he's got all the Avengers dead. But in the end, Deadpool murders almost the entire Marvel universe in his madness, including the Punisher, which was just unbelievable.
Damn. Okay, so I have a question about Deadpool. He is one of my favorite characters, and you talk about Namor being an anti-hero. Would Deadpool be considered an anti-hero too? He's the same kind of idea, right? He has that good in him, but like he doesn't know what to really do with it. So,
well,
it's the same kind of idea.
It's like they have. Okay, think about it with Carly. Think about like Carly Morgenthau, except for on a much grander scale. So their reasons are not always wrong, but the way they go about doing things is just malicious and completely wrong.
It depends what version of Deadpool you're looking at.
Okay.
Well, that's how I'm explaining an anti-hero.
Right. Yeah, but he was experimented on and destroyed and put back together, and then the comedy part that's there now. I mean, I love it, but
is that not him?
Not the comics.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's an assassin.
Okay.
I mean, he rides a unicorn every now and then, but
that's cool.
He's an assassin.
I don't know. I don't know. If like I said, we put on our Facebook page the other day. We asked her, pick your top 3 characters. He's my ultimate favorite, and I don't know why. I just think he's just a badass, and I love him. I think it is the comedy and just I don't know.
But you put him in the MCU.
Is he not?
He hasn't been to date. It's
no.
Those haven't been.
Well, I'm just saying that I know that's. It's
I figured you own the group, you own the page, you could do whichever you want.
Damn right.
Yeah, anything that Fox put out is not part of the universe yet. So.
It's not canon.
No,
well,
but
I don't even know what the hell canon means. Y'all keep saying canon. I don't even know what it means. You've talked about canon on this show since we started. Even when we had the damn decast, talked about canon. What the hell does canon mean? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I don't know what it means. I don't get it.
So it's a part. All canon is just a part of the storyline that's being developed and stuff. And right now, you can have characters.
It's really that easy.
Yeah, seriously, you can have characters. Well, here's the thing. The storyline developer sets the story universe, right? So right now, the storyline developer is Marvel Studios, right? They're building this universe by stories that they themselves put out. So anything that they put out in a certain way, whether it's comic books but it's particularly in the movies, cinematic universe, it's canon. If they have no part in it, so like Spider-Man, they have a part in Spider-Man because they have a partnership with Sony. That means it's a part of that. Tom Holland Spider-Man is a part of the Marvel universe. They didn't have a part in Fox's, X-Well. Okay, we can go into Kevin Feige and Fox's and that stuff, but Marvel Studios didn't have a part in the development of Deadpool, X-Men, and all that other stuff that happened. So it's not part of the universe yet. Now that Disney owns everything, just about anything that goes out forward, if we do see Deadpool, that will be our first introduction to the canonization of the universe.
Thank you, David. I appreciate that. All right. Now, David, tell us your crazy story from the comic book so we can recast our Avengers.
So this one, I was trying to find the specific issue and stuff, but this is part of the Black Panther annual one, which is like the 2005, 2008 run. And it's so it answers that question that a lot of people have. And this is an example of something that's not canon because they retcon the storyline, but they answered the question about can Black Panther beat Iron Man? Well, in the storyline where Black Panther and Iron Man was tasked by the U.S. government to basically infiltrate Wakanda because Wakanda is not sharing their technology with the world. Boo hoo! And so with that, Tony Stark developed this ginormous Mechazoid Iron Man suit with all his little Iron Man drones and stuff, and they went on to go invade Wakanda. This is the cool part about this is that Iron Man, in order for him to build a suit that was so ginormous and big, he had to actually put his soul into this. So it was actually attached to who Tony Stark was, his body. So his movements, he was controlling this Mechazoid from a very safe place, but it was a part of him. It was part of his life source. So his life source was controlling this Mechazoid. And when he invaded Wakanda, he got a nice surprise because T'Challa already had his own Bass Mechazoid Panther, which demolished the Iron Man drones and stuff, to the point when the big ass Transformer Bass Mechazoid
Transformer. Go Voltron, man. Go Voltron.
I should have went Voltron. It was on the tip of my tongue. So when Voltron was such a good show. When Bass transformed and destroyed the Tony Stark Mechazoid, he inadvertently killed Tony Stark because his life force was extinguished with that as well. So it's not canon. But it just was the display, the sheer technology, and the fact that you come in like I'm the big bad king on the block with my the best weapons, the best technology and stuff, and then T'Challa's like, oh really? Okay. Boom, checkmate, and then he came out with his, and he won in that battle and stuff. And so, yeah, that was just a little, it was one of the funner things. Yeah. We won't see a Mechzoid or Voltron type, any Zoids battling in the MCU. I will put money on that, but David, it'll be interesting. Yeah,
it's trending right now.
Is it?
Damn.
Wait, I want to see the passes. Wait, what? There's a transfer. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I appreciate you guys sharing those. I think we should do more of those. Those are fun because I'm sure there's a lot of comic books. So, I mean, there's a lot of different stories you can pull out of there for sure.
There's a lot of weird stuff.
Cool. I think we can maybe make that segment for the next few weeks till Loki comes back and just you guys can share some of the crazier stories from the comic books if you guys are cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Chris. Yes, you down there below. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I just heard something about. Do any of you guys watch Doctor Who or follow that storyline?
I'm familiar with it, but I don't watch it.
Yeah, neither did I. And people are saying, I don't know if it's been online or whatever, that Loki is going to be very similar to that style.
Yes, actually, a lot of people are kind of upset about it because they see a lot of people say that what we've seen so far looks like it's a direct ripoff of Doctor Who. Even the logos are very similar.
Oh wow!
Like with the ring.
I'm not familiar with Doctor Who telephone box.
Yeah.
Well, we just lost a few listeners. What's it called? The TARDIS.
The TARDIS. Yeah.
The TARDIS. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna text my friend. I can have her. I'll see if she wants to come on and talk about it because she's a huge Doctor Who. She's followed. I guess there's like a million episodes, and she's been following.
Maybe we can get her on before Loki. That'd be great. Maybe like the week before Loki, if we can maybe get her on, that'd be cool. Then we could compare for sure. I also saw something today that they were basing part of Loki on the Teletubbies. I saw some article about that too. That they got inspiration for the new Loki show from the Teletubbies. I don't know what that means, but it's one of the cool websites out there.
Gets in for
the Barry son.
The Barry son. Barry gets his inspiration from the Teletubbies.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So now we're going to move on. This week, Howard Stern did an interview with Emily Blunt, and I didn't know this until this week, but Emily Blunt actually passed up the role of the Black Widow. Because she didn't pass it up. The way she explained it was that she couldn't take it because she was already committed to do Gulliver's Travels. Thank you so much. Blah, blah. Okay. And then we were talking about this yesterday, and David put an article in our little group chat that other people have passed up on roles too from the MCU. Like Tom Cruise passed up on being Tony Stark, which I did not know that.
Thank you, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I think we all can thank Tom Cruise for that.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix passed up the role of Doctor Strange. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that until yet. I didn't know that until. Okay, but he played the Joker. Come on.
Because he's dark.
He's dark, yeah. That's
okay. All right. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, I thought you meant he said it was too dark. Okay.
No.
But so I came up with the idea yesterday. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, came up with the idea yesterday in our group chat to just I've seen other shows do this stuff. I want to recast the original Avengers, which would be Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Hulk, Thor, and then we add Nick Fury in there as well. So I just want to go around the 5 of us here and put down who, if it couldn't be who it is now, which I can't see anyone else in any of these roles, honestly, after watching all these movies. But if we had to pick someone else, if this person wasn't around, then we would go from there. So we'll do Iron Man first, if you guys are cool. And we'll just go around with each character, and then we'll just kind of give our choice. So Sam, ladies first, who would you pick and cast as your Iron Man / Tony Stark?
Probably the hardest one for me. I went with Timothy Oliphant.
Oh,
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Elephant. Yeah,
Elephant,
that's good.
Elephant.
That's good.
Elephant.
I like it. Any reason why?
It was hard.
Yeah.
I think he's got what? What did you say, Chris?
I didn't say
it wasn't Chris. I said that was hard, and David and Bill said what?
Oh, Bill said that's what she said.
That's what he said. Yes.
I said.
Anyways,
Okay.
I think that he has the chemistry that Iron Man needs as Tony Stark. So I think that for me was the selling point. I think he carries the same energy, the same chemistry.
My hardest one was Hulk, honestly, because I was trying to figure out someone that was kind of funny and quirky, but we'll get into that. But
I'm really excited for my Hulk one, so I can't wait to hear what you guys said.
So we'll just go in order since I'm right next to you. My Iron Man choice was Patrick Dempsey.
Oh, wait a second.
Okay, Shawn.
I put some serious thought into this because I wanted to act like I knew what I was talking about. So I think he'd be cool. I think he'd be good at it. I think he's kind of funny. He can be funny. I think he'd be good at it. He's kind of that right age. I actually had someone else in my list here that I flipped with him because of the age. So, but Patrick Dempsey would be my Iron Man. David, who would be your Iron Man?
Mine's, I like yours though, man. But mine's was, and it's only because I watched Training Day again. It would be Ethan Hawke. I
that's
think
a good
Ethan
one too.
Hawke would kill it as Iron Man. So
yeah,
they would be comparing him to like Batman and stuff. I think he would have killed it. So yeah.
Okay, Chris, how about you?
Jude Law.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I love this team, man.
So
Chris is casting.
Yeah, this is
And if you remember, Jude Law and Tony Stark. I can't believe I'm calling him Tony Stark. Junior.
Robert Downey.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey.
Were the only 2 really good Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
So,
You
like
You don't like Benedict Cumberbatch?
nope.
You don't?
Nope.
Really?
Not as Sherlock Holmes. Personally.
Okay. All right.
I'm a huge fan of his now. I really, really like him. I'm just saying. But Bill, who'd you come up with for Iron Man?
I went with a little cockiness. I went with Tom Hardy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. Perfect. Then we'll go with the Captain America next. So we'll just keep going in the same order. Sam, who'd you pick for your Captain America?
Oh, you guys are gonna laugh at this one. Ryan Gosling. I think he would be a great Cap.
I only laugh for a different reason, but that's okay.
Remember the Titans, Robin Gosling?
The Notebook. Ryan Gosling.
The Notebook, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, he's noble.
I will say I deleted my original choice for Black Widow. It was Rachel McAdams, but I did take her out. So this morning actually. But for my Captain America, I picked Zac Efron. I thought kind of a good-looking American boy. Blah blah blah. Let's go with that. David, how about you?
John Krasinski.
Yes.
I'm serious. I think the dude can act. I love him, and I believed in him before The Office. And when he went and got the Tom Clancy role, the show that he did, I was like, dude, yeah, he would have been perfect for Captain America. So
okay, perfect. Chris, how about you?
Jake Gyllenhaal. Gyllenhaal, whatever.
Gyllenhaal.
Yep.
I like that too. That's good.
Wait, who is Gyllenhaal?
He's
Brokeback
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Yeah, Brokeback Mountain.
Isn't he in that movie?
Yeah,
I was going with Mysterio.
he's the Brokeback Mountain guy that's still alive.
But also, if you remember, he was in Southpaw. If you remember the movie Southpaw.
Yes, that was
so.
Was it War of the Worlds or 2021, whatever it was?
Up in that movie too.
Yeah. And I think he's an actor that takes on the role, and I think that's what we needed for a Cap. So.
Okay, all right, Bill, how about you?
Henry Cavill.
Ooh,
who? I don't know who that is.
Superman.
Oh, okay, all right.
The Witcher.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
See, I had another role for him. Actually, I'll wait.
Okay. So next up is Thor. Sam, who'd you pick for your Thor?
Charlie Hunnam.
Okay, I picked the same one. So that's who I picked too. Yeah. My wife actually helped me pick that one, and she said, no, it's going to be... I picked The Rock at first, and then she said, no, it just needs to be Charlie Hunnam. I'm like, ooh, I like it.
She's not wrong.
So, she's not wrong. Yeah, I think it's a good fit for sure. How about you, David?
Didn't pick anybody for Thor. I can't see past. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Thor is such a Ken and Barbie character in my opinion, as far as personality wise. You could throw anyone in there, so it's hard for me to say, yeah, you fit, because I can make them all fit. So
right, that's fair.
No,
how about you, Chris?
To Chris Hemsworth.
Channing Tatum.
Oh, okay.
And not Magic Mike either. So
I put Channing Tatum somewhere else on my list.
Okay.
Oh,
but yeah, he's the Ken doll of Thor, as David just alluded to.
Okay. Bill, how about you, buddy?
I like your guys' choice. I like it a lot. I went a different way with that. I went with John Cena.
Oh, okay. That thought did cross my head for a second. I honestly thought about him for something, but yeah. John Cena. All right, I like it.
John Cena.
John Cena, you can't see me.
No, I used to be in his fan club when I was a kid. Like, I used to pay to be like a member in his fan club, and I met him once, and he's massive.
Yes.
He's massive.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Thus,
ahead,
the Thor.
Okay, Bill.
Makes sense. Okay, Hawkeye. No, wait. Sorry, Hulk.
This is where I had Channing Tatum.
Okay. All right. I went with someone that I thought was funny, that because I think that Ruffalo's kind of funny and kind of quirky. I went with Seth Rogen.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You guys know, if we're going with that philosophy, you know who Barry would have picked? Josh Gad.
Josh Gad.
Oh God, no.
Fantastic.
David, who's your Hulk?
Henry Cavill. I have Superman and Hulk.
All right. That's fair. Chris, how about you?
So when I think of the Hulk, I think more of the Banner side of it, right? And I went with Kevin Costner.
Oh, that's good. I like it. Bill?
Think of like when he was the Whitney Houston protection
bodyguard.
Bodyguard.
Yeah.
I like him in Draft Day. You're gonna keep eating your goddamn pancakes. Sorry, I love that movie. Bill, how about you?
Christian Bale.
Oh, okay. I like it. Okay. So, Sam, Hawkeye.
Dave Franco.
Okay. I went with Ian Somerhalder from the Vampire Diaries.
Oh.
Which I originally had him as Tony Stark because of his quirkiness and his kind of smart assness. I thought he'd be that perfect role for that too. So that's my Hawkeye. I figured we'd make him a little more relevant. So by someone like that. So
I like it.
Okay, thank you, David. How about you?
I had Robert Pattinson.
Okay. All right.
Look at this. Look at this. We're going Twilight and Vampire Diaries over here.
And I hate to say it, because I'm I'm not a fan of Twilight, but I'm a fan of his other stuff.
Yeah. He's just awkward as hell in Twilight. I'm sorry, but I guess that's the role. That's the role
whole
too.
Movie is awkward.
Yeah. It was.
There's some of the best acting I've ever seen in movies, by the way, in Twilight. So I'm being totally sarcastic about that.
Okay, because I would have thrown something at you if I could have.
No, that's okay. Chris, who'd you come up with for Hawkeye?
Matt Damon.
Oh, there you go.
Damon.
There you go.
But Matt Damon.
Which
like
one?
Born Supremacy.
Born Supremacy. Matt Damon.
Okay, that's good.
He's good.
That
but
would
not.
be
It's
that would
Hawkeye.
be pretty badass.
See him shoot an arrow and say, "Hey, how you like the map?"
Can you
away?
Can you
Bill,
imagine
how about you?
a Hawkeye that you actually kind of remember and like?
That's why.
I don't know why. Hawkeye is just kind of existed to me. You know, like when I first started thinking about it, I'm like, well, a stick. You know, it didn't matter to me. But then I came up with what I think is a good one, and that is Keanu Reeves.
Oh, okay. I do like that one. And then we have
Neo.
Neo.
Are we talking John Wick or Neo?
Well, I see it probably a little more John Wickish.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
Yeah, actually.
That's not bad. That's a good choice. Sam, Black Widow.
Jessica Alba.
Okay. All right. That's good. I went with Margot Robbie. That was a last minute change. That was a last minute change about an hour ago because I was on Facebook and saw Harley Quinn. I said, I'm changing that from Rachel McAdams. That's what it was. But yeah, Margot, you're welcome. Margot Robbie is my choice. How about you, David?
Rachel McAdams.
Damn it.
It's still a really good call.
It is a good.
I know it is. It is. I
It's
just like making fun of you guys.
Yeah. Chris?
I picked Ryan Gosling. Sorry.
Ronda Rousey.
Oh, you said you would. Wow, that's a good one. That's good.
Has she acted though?
She did one movie.
She was in
Bodyguard. She was in WWE for a year.
No, but she acted in. She was in Fast and the Furious 9,250, where the car jumps the thing.
Nothing I would have seen. Okay.
Where the car jumps the thing. That's very specific.
Wasn't there a Roadhouse movie too that she was in? Did that ever come out? Didn't she remake Roadhouse?
Oh God, tell me no.
Roadhouse.
I think she remade it. I thought she was going to.
It's like the daughter of Dalton in The Doctor.
She's the female Steven Seagal.
I give you okay. I haven't seen her act, so I don't know.
I don't view that as a compliment.
It wasn't.
And just so you know, our next week guest surprise is Steven Seagal. So
right. Bill, who do you got?
I really like the idea of Margot Robbie. I like that a lot, but I originally had penciled in Charlize Theron.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I like that. Boom, change my answer. Rachel, I'm sorry, babe, but Charlize she gets
Theron.
all the roles.
Well,
That's a good one. Yeah.
You're just happy Rachel's
even
gone now.
she would then be hotter than Wanda.
Yep. She'd be the officially hottest person in the Marvel universe.
I don't know.
Hands down.
I mean, there's Quicksilver only has eyes for Wanda.
Yes.
For the Scarlet Witch. Charlize wouldn't do it.
Wrong. That's so wrong. I think you made that up just for good fun fodder.
No, that's a real storyline.
It's a real storyline. I did not make it up.
All right, fair enough.
So it was Charlize Theron. Done.
Yes. All right. Yeah, that's a good pick. Yeah,
Charlize Theron is a good pick for Black Widow. So that brings up our last character, which would be Nick Fury. Yeah. Sam, who was your choice for Nick Fury?
I refuse to recast Nick Fury.
You have to.
Love that.
No.
You have to.
I said in the group chat yesterday, I will not recast Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. I picked Shamar Moore.
Oh, wait.
You're welcome.
No, I still wouldn't want to recast him, but
Yeah.
I mean, I like watching Shamar more.
Right. Okay. David, how about you?
All right, so I'm going with Brad Pitt from 12 Monkeys.
Okay.
I said my piece. That's it.
There you go. Chris, are you sticking with what you told us yesterday?
Denzel Washington from Training Day.
Oh, God.
Boom.
Right?
That specific Denzel. Oh, my God. Boom.
Yeah. I want him standing in front of the Avengers saying, I'm putting a case on every single one of you.
Phone program. King Kong? No. He would say Thanos. Thanos ain't got nothing on me. Phone program.
All right. So, Bill, who would be your?
This was the one that I had the most difficulty with, just because I really think that Samuel L. Jackson is so iconic in the role that it's very hard to do that. And at first, I went with Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay.
Morpheus.
But then I moved on to Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, I like that too. I like him.
Yeah. But I still really only see Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, I agree with Sam. I mean, I think the moral of us doing this is that none of these characters should be recast from who they actually are, because I think they did.
Except for Hawkeye.
Yeah. I think we can all agree Hawkeye.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll. Yeah. But that guy's living it up, though. He's enjoying it. So that was fun. I appreciate that.
Anyone
cool.
think of anyone for Spider-Man? Because I think I had a great Spider-Man.
Who you got for
I have one. McChristo.
No.
Boom. There you go.
No.
The kid from Queens.
Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things.
Oh. Is that the curly head kid, right?
Yeah. The one that was in.
He's in the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you have to pick someone who knows how to be weird.
He would be good. Yeah, he would actually be pretty good.
Because Spider-Man's weird.
Yeah.
He's not weird.
Takes one to know one, Sam.
He's
Takes
amazing.
one to know one.
He's
Proud
amazing.
to be weird.
So anyone else have a Spider-Man?
I don't.
I can get you a Pilata in the cemetery for him.
Do you
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Do you just not like the character, or do you not like Tom Holland?
No, I just think that Spider-Man's character is annoying.
Oh.
Do you know how cool Spider-Man is? He wouldn't even go to Indiana.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna backtrack on because I did the Nick Fury thing in just because he is perfectly cast. But as I'm thinking, if I had no choice, I would be mad if Brad Pitt or Monkeys got the role. I'm gonna say Jamie Foxx. I want to see.
Oh, that'd be good too.
Yeah, that would be good.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I think he would play that role amazing.
But for the record, I don't
As Ray.
hate Spider-Man as much as I say.
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay.
I just do it to irritate. I just do it to irritate some of the people on the screen.
Oh, okay.
I would
Fair
love
enough.
to see Nick Ray be Nick Fury. I want him as Ray.
That's right.
Oh, when you said Ray, I thought you were talking about Star Wars. I was like, what?
No.
Oh,
Wrong podcast.
with the glasses and everything.
The whole thing.
Man,
Wow.
he was amazing as Ray, though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Oh, absolutely. God.
for sure.
Jamie Foxx is amazing with all the talents that he has. And unfortunately, for me, the worst performance was Django.
That's the worst?
I don't think he played that character.
Spider-Man, when he played Electro.
That movie never happened.
I think we're going to see that it happened this when
he gets
No
a
Way
redemption done by Marvel Studios, and so I'm glad.
This December.
For that.
Yep.
He
But
gets
do you
a
think
redo.
that was writing that made it so bad?
Yes. Yeah, because first of all, costume design, the writing, what he said, I hate to say it, that movie does exist, but it doesn't. I agree with you, Chris. And when I rewatched it, because I was trying to find something good to say about, and I was like, the writing is just horrible for his character and stuff, and the costume design is atrocious. So yeah, I'm glad he gets a redo.
Yeah.
Supposedly, but he gets a redo.
Well, we'll see in December if it's true or not, for sure. Sounds like it is, but we'll all be there to check it out. Sam, where can we find you on the internet?
All over the place. Pretty much every social media. Samantha Mulducky, or Disology Podcast.
Sweet. David?
I am officially... no, not officially. I'm everywhere. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, not Parlor. Oh my god. I don't even know.
Tinder.
Oh,
but I don't know what that is. Clubhouse. As Blurred Folk. I'm done. Go ahead. Next.
All right. Chris.
You can find me Disney Done Differently, the food correspondent for the Airbnb Disney podcast, and part of the Marvel Tribe.
Yes, sir.
Marvel Tribe.
One team, one love.
You are also on Clubhouse, Chris. You're doing big things on Clubhouse.
Following him around. I'm a celebrity stalker.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun on there, talking Disney, Marvel, culinary, meeting some great chefs on there, having a good time. Wrestling.
Yeah,
you name it.
I just jump into whatever room you're in, Chris, and I'm like, who can I talk to here?
Right. Let's make some friends. Bill, how about you, buddy?
The Airbnb Disney podcast, which has a live stream of the podcast every Thursday night at 8 on Facebook. You can find it on Apple Podcasts and anywhere else podcasts are found. I also am on Clubhouse officially this week at Bill Garrity. That's GERAGHTY, and we have a Airbnb group in there that we had our first little meeting this week. So
that's pretty fun.
Keep doing those as things go on.
Nice. Well, thank you all for being part of the show tonight. I really appreciate it. You can find me at waltapt.com on the Facebook page, Walt's Apartment Podcast, or Walt's Apartment Podcast Behind the Lamp. Also, check us out on Instagram. But from all of us here at the Marvel Tribe, thank you so much for joining us, and have a great night.